Hello and welcome, blessed be. I'm Violet Sky. I forgot what my other username was on YouTube, but I'm sure I'll find out later on. But it's been a long time, mostly because I've had a lot of things going on. I have a new boyfriend. My boyfriend loves me, and he just bought a house recently, and he and I have been moved in now, and we've been there for a little bit, but we're still just gathering pieces and furniture and getting the house set up and dealing with stuff. And I'm going in for my master's in marriage and family therapy counseling at NCU, North Central University. And so it's been a while, and I've been having to do homework, and Hector's been has gotten a new job, my boyfriend has gotten a new job, and so it's been really hectic. It's been really busy stuff going on in life and stuff. But I wanted to tell you that I'm back, and I'll be coming through and talking about tarot cards and reading chapters and stuff. The thing about it, before I spoke long ago about wondering if tarot reading or if the tarot cards were actually any effective, if they worked, or if they did anything for you, or for me at all. And I was questioning it and doubting it and wondering if there was anything to it. Now I've realized that I've come back to tarot reading after a very long hiatus away from it, mostly because I didn't believe much, because I thought, well, why don't I just analyze my own life and my own self and find out what's going on, and just try to determine it in myself, within my own self. And then I realized that there's just like a piano or a note, one note just vibrating and singing and playing. You don't really know much about your life without comparing it with the lives of others, without doing something to help you analyze your life. More like, if you vibrate that note all the time, then that's all you're going to know, that's all you're going to understand, that's all you're going to be aware of. But if you have another note to help you recognize your own, that original note's vibration, then you'll be able to determine the difference between that note and another note. And same goes for everything else. So it's kind of like, it's like upkeep, it's like maintaining. Yeah, it's great to be able, it's wonderful actually to recognize your own self, to be really down and aware of your own self, and be knowing all the strengths and all the weaknesses and stuff about your own self. But the difference with tarot reading is that you get the universe telling you what's going on in your life. You get a different perspective of what you think is going on in your life, of what's happening in your life, and it just gives you some more information, and you're allowed to take it and you're allowed to dismiss it. It doesn't mean that it's good or bad, or that you should dismiss it, or that you should always religiously take it on all the time. It means that when you're in the mood and you're in desire or want for reading some tarot cards, or the spiritual and esoteric means of divination to find out things going on in your life, sometimes it does work, sometimes it does help, really does help and work for you, for your life. And for me, that was for me also was that when I stopped tarot reading, and I stopped the psychic parts, and I stopped the tarot reading for others, a big chunk of my life, and my spirituality, a big chunk of my life was missing. I felt like it was not there, and it wasn't helping me, and there was something missing in my life. Part of my own reasons is that it lets me artistically express my emotions and my feelings, as well as my thoughts. It just kind of, it's, in reality, tarot reading is like an inkblot reading. It's like an inkblot reading. You utilize pictures and you utilize words and concepts on the cards to find out what you see in it, and it makes you aware of what's going on in your conscious and subconscious mind, in your heart. It goes on what goes on in your heart, what you're doing, what you're thinking about in your heart. So it's kind of like an ink blot. It helps you be aware of what's going on in your heart and in your mind, in order to understand what you're doing with your life, in order to help you understand what you're doing with your life. So in a sense, yeah, I think sometimes it works, and it helps you be able to evaluate yourself, and it helps figure, especially tarot reading is especially, I think, important for yourself, for not just to read for other people, and which is well and good, but like I said, you only have your own interpretation of somebody else's idea of whatever they're going on, and only they really truly know what's going on in their life. It's a matter of recognizing it. Sometimes it helps with a tarot reader to recognize what's going on in their life and what's happening, as opposed to them not, when they themselves, when the client in question or the questioner doesn't know what's going on in their lives. It helps bring the awareness of the ink blot to the readers, and it helps them be aware of what's going on in their life and stuff. Now, sometimes the tarot reader is really good at figuring out, pretty accurate on what's going on with them, and sometimes they're totally off the mark. It is a matter of interpretation and a matter of understanding, but not only that, but understanding of their own self. So in a way, tarot reading, I think, is most importantly for yourself. An ink blot test for yourself, to be aware of what's going on in your life, in your own life, as opposed to somebody else's. That's what I think. So I think it's a great tool to be able to divine what is in your heart, what's on your mind. Now, the one thing, and on top of that, is the spirituality aspect, is the chances, the correspondences, the random chance that you will get a card that will work perfectly for you. That is a spiritual miracle. That is a spiritual, supernatural phenomenon that I believe does exist, because I believe it. I have faith in it. Why? I don't know, but I do. I just have a faith and belief that the supernatural and the phenomena happen, because I've experienced it. I've experienced a lot of phenomena and supernatural weirdness going on in my life, in my thoughts, in my dreams in particular, but a lot of things going on in my life. And I just want to try to relate it with spirituality, with what's going on in life, and what's happening with the lives of everybody else, and what's going on. So that's what I want to do. Now, the one thing I want to do is, so here's my tarot card of the day. I drew from the Angel Tarot deck from During Virtue and Radley Valentine, is the Knight of Water. Now, maybe with this card, it will probably be that it will help you, remind you about some aspects in your life that will help you be aware of it, will help you be where it will be brought to your subconscious ideas, and your heart's desires will be brought to your forefront, and you will be more aware of it, and it will be more poignant for you, and enough so that maybe you'll want to do something about it. But this, I drew the Knight of Water. As you can see, the words spoken is that it's emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative. Right here at the bottom is falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. And as you can see in this picture, it is a merman, a prince, or not a prince, but a knight, who is riding the waves, riding on a dolphin, a playful and fun, enjoyable dolphin, and riding on the dolphin with 4 other dolphins watching watching this knight and this dolphin reach that goblet, that chalice. So it's and I see, and I've been thinking about chalices. I see chalices as partnership, as a relationship between yourself and, well, your real partner, your partner in life, your life mate, and or your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, or something. And so in this picture, it reminds me of my boyfriend. It's a matter of reminding that my boyfriend is very emotional, very enthusiastic. He loves me to death. He is aware of many things going on in my life. And it's a matter of realizing that he's trying to reach me through this card, through the supernatural phenomena. He's trying to reach me and show his love and express his love for me. Or the divine universe and source is expressing its love for me, that it's trying to reach its heart to me. And that's what it's doing. So I hope that helps you. Oh, sorry for the table moving and the camera going all wonky. I didn't realize that until right now. But anyway, so love and blessed be. I hope you have a great day. Today is Wednesday, the 29th of April at 9:30 in the morning. Love and blessed be. Take care. Good luck, everyone.